How's it going, people? Liam Cattison here, and we're reacting to another edition of My Hero Academia. This is episode 22 of season 4, and I'm really stoked. I'm assuming we're going to have a continuation of the fight between Gentle and Deku, which was very fun stuff last episode. It started off awkwardly, of course, and I loved that, and then things got heated up, and we had Gentle test out Deku's character, as both characters have that ambition to reach UA high for their own ambitions. Of course, for Deku, he sees Gentle's reasoning as a bit more malicious, with good reason, but they are both ambitious to reach their goals, and UA high is in the middle of that, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this episode. So yeah, why don't we delve right into My Hero Academia? This is episode 22 of season 4. Let's go. Well, that was something. My OBS was on pause, so I did like 7 minutes or whatever of the review, and it was all for naught because of the fact that OBS wasn't recording when I clicked unpause. I apparently didn't, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I thought that was a really incredible that was a really incredible conclusion to the whole Deku and Gentle fight. Not just with how the animations, they were impressive, but also like the exploration to Gentle's, not just his own character and Labrafa's own character, but their relationship as a whole. It was just really incredibly moving to explore just how black and white Gentle and Labrafa are. Like, not just with their motivations, and yes, Gentle might have done wrong, but there are explanations to describe why they did what they did. They didn't do this because, you know what, I want to terrorize people because it gets me off. They didn't wake up and thought, you know what, I'm going to be a villain because, yeah. For Gentle, this was all about being surrounded by people, and his hero life was failing significantly. His grades weren't impressing. He kept failing the provisional, and that was before the incident where that was the final nail in his hero coffin, basically, where he tried to save that person, but he got it completely wrong, and yeah, like I said, final nail in the hero life coffin for him. And the alternative was to die alone, be forgotten about, etc., or to choose this more villainous path and risk your reputation, but still gain that still feel like you might gain the admiration, the attention, the spotlight. And in some semblance, you could see, in terms of Gentle's perspective, this might be the best move he's made, because him choosing the villain path caught the attention of Labrafa, who was going through her own struggle. She was being mocked, and she was being, she felt alone, and she felt like she had no value in her life, and then Gentle came up, and she became inspired, and next thing you know, they wind up in each other's arms. And this is a great thing. It's not a manipulative relationship whatsoever. They really do care about each other. They really do love each other, so much so. And it's really incredible to just go into these explorations of these characters. That Gentle and Deku, they are alike. Though, what was powerful, though, is there was a couple of occasions where power really hit the heart with Deku, where he explained, yeah, I was told that I could be a hero as well, because of course he was quirkless once upon a time before, but he kept trying to make the world a better place, even if he couldn't be a hero. And of course, there's not that, I guess, ounce of selfishness that Gentle had, because he wanted to be surrounded by people, one way or another, and he couldn't settle for the life that he didn't want, but it would be a more harmless life, wouldn't it? So yeah, he couldn't settle for that. He had to choose the villainous path. But also Deku saying that you were my toughest opponent. I thought that was that spoke volumes. Um, because he has faced physically tough opponents, like Muscular, for example. But because of the fact that Gentle shares so much of Deku's essence, um, it became emotional for Deku because he could he with him saying that he could see where um Gentle was kind of coming from. He could see why he was so passionate, and it was really nice to see Deku, well, not just Deku say that, but um Gentle also offer his respect to Deku after he was severely beaten. So yeah, but it was just great. Like, I really do love the fact that Labruffa and Gentle are a breath of fresh air. Like, um, this is the thing though, they had that comedic aspect about them, so I was thinking, oh, it's going to be kind of similar to Twice, but well, with Twice you could still feel like that ounce of heartbreak for him as well. So yeah, um, with his backstory, and I made detail about it in episode 24 of season 3 about how that personally did hit me. Um, and again, with Labraffa and Gentle, they have sympathetic backstories, and they both needed each other. And I think that was really telling when Gentle told Labraffa to run away, don't get involved in this. You will be, I can like guarantee you'll be much safer than being arrested, etc. if you run away. And the fact is, Gentle knew that she wouldn't because of the love they shared. He knew that Labraffa cares so much for him. Like, she even echoed out her like how upset she was when her quirk, which was love, which we got to find out in this episode, how that failed, in terms of being not good enough to being able to save Gentle. You could hear the upsetting nature in her voice and how she wanted to save Gentle, couldn't, and yeah, she thought she failed him, and they still have that love for each other. And this is the thing, they both needed each other. Um, they were both going through dark times. They met up, and their lives were better. Like, you could see how Gentle is her life, with how she was willing to not run away. So and the concern she had. And it's just so great because these villains are not, like I said, they didn't wake up one day and decided to harm people. Because that's not what Gentle and Labraffa's goal. They don't want to hurt people. Like that citizen in the last episode, Labraffa was like wanting him to keep his distance. Where whilst Gentle was trying to pursue his antics, his scheme to continue his passion. But they are still strongly developed, so I just loved it, and like, not just in terms of their own characters, but how they kind of reflect off other characters, like Gentle, how his life kind of found meaning, and vice versa, I guess, when he met Labraffa, how he is not that different from Deku. They have different ways of passion. And whilst Gentle is in the wrong, they still, like, he's scared. He's just completely scared of being alone and dying alone. And yeah, he just wants to, like, he just wants to be surrounded and to continue his passion one way or another. So it's just really great, and I really just love it. Like, this villain is sympathetic. You feel so bad for him. So it was just really fantastically told. It was a great executed arc. And it just executed for a really powerful story. We had other bits as well, apart from Deku and Gentle, with annoying Monoma as well. I'm sure Kendo was going to like smack him a billion times or whatever. to make up for the lack of like attacks that she's giving him, but screw Monoma. No, but I thought this was a really great conclusion to the Gentle and Deku fight. Like I said, it was very great. I loved some of the like even like before the love quirk set in, Deku's like mastery in terms of being able to recall the bounce positions that Gentle utilized was just a testament to Deku's intelligence, and it was really, really good stuff. So yeah, and just how intense the fight became, especially when Gentle got loved up, you could say. It was just really, really intense to see, and I just, like I said, some of the animation sequences were just impressive again. And I just really, yeah, it was just really good to not just explore the fighting itself, but also the characters of Gentle and Labrava, and how you just feel so bad for them. Villains, yes. Doing bad stuff, yes. But at the end of the day, I don't think you could dispute the fact that you do feel for them. That there is a strong love, there's a strong genuine love for both Labrava and Gentle, and yeah, it was just really, really good stuff. So and I really love the aspect as well that that both that this is an event that's practically mundane in a sense. In a certain perspective, of course, for Deku, this means everything to him. If things go according to plan, he wants to put a smile on Eri's face. But, like, from a perspective, in a sense, this is something mundane, but like, for both Gentle and Deku, this is something significant for them to reach, for them to get to UA. So, yeah, and it's also bizarre to see like villains try to succeed with the power of love, because that's a trope generally used for heroes, and you have Labrava's quirk being love. So it was and it was a really, really interesting like explanation to what it could utilize as well. So which did ramp up the fight, but it was still pretty fun stuff. But this was incredible. So the show can go on with the school festival now that Gentle has been done and dusted. Just in before the league shows up, just for that unpredictability factor. But no, I really loved the conclusion to the Deku and Gentle situation and how powerful it became. So yeah, if anything, I think the explorations of the characters stood out, not because the fighting was bad or anything, but because you're sympathizing with the villains. And I love that these villains have layers to them, that they are not evil because, you know, they want to be the next Hitler or whatever. That they have layers, that you do sympathize with them, and that your heart just like twinge a bit because of what this story is presenting, and that was definitely the case for both Labrava and Gentle. So I really appreciated that. So yeah, but that was My Hero Academia episode 22 of season 4. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You could also subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!